Man, I was looking at Annabelle. This was my first time seeing Annabelle and stuff, because it was based off true story and stuff. The whole demonologist, the Conjuring, and stuff like that. And I know some people be like, "Oh, that's bullshit." That's bull. True story. Yeah, The Exorcist was based off a true story too. It was a lot of different. It was like about 127 cases all rolled up into one. So it wasn't like that happened all in one night. They just try to jazz it up for movie magic. But the takeaway is that demon possession has been categorized. Not that it's true or not, but it's evidence. You know what I'm saying? Evidence doesn't always mean you're gonna win or lose your case, but it's evidence. I've yet to find the evidence, a feather on the wing of an angel, or what I'm saying, or a broken horn on the wing of a devil. So or a demon. So that's what I mean by evidence. You know what I'm saying? Some things that has no evidence that probably 75% of the planet believes in. Like religion. No evidence of religion, but this evidence come up, and then it dawned on me looking at Annabelle. Right, it dawned on me because I was looking at it, and then it was this Satanist, occultist. Those are my adversaries. So it's always good to get more information about them. So what happened was it looked like she conjured up a suicide soul transferring spell to enter the body of a doll. And I was like, I've seen this before, Chucky. I said, oh, that's why they brought out Chucky, because there's documentation that actually happened, and they want you to believe that that's all fairy tale. So they make a movie like Chucky to make you think, when they finally reveal Annabelle, that it's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Which Chucky came from, because if you think about it, sometimes it's stranger. Sometimes reality is stranger than fiction, right? And just for the fact, reality is strange. Sometimes reality is stranger than fiction, because it's like, okay, a Heisman Trophy All-Star start acting, and have a black wife, and then get him a white wife, and then divorce her, and then double homicide comes up. I'm like, people ain't gonna really believe that, but but that's the case of OJ. Like, people gonna go for that. People, like, come on. It was a cold, dramatic twist. So they did that with Ghostbusters too. When humans built devices, or when we first built video recorders, people was wondering, can we capture a ghost on a video recorder? So they tried, and they succeeded. This is in real life. They succeeded in capturing the image of a ghost on a video recorder. 3 years later, Ghostbusters come out as a comedy to make sure we believe their reality, which is, who cares about ghosts? Who cares about aliens? Who cares about doll possession? Who cares about that? All you need to worry about is who gonna win the NBA and getting your butt back to work, or going to jail for not going to work. Because you got to feed yourself, so you're gonna do some type of crime. Eventually, that's all you should concern yourself about. Don't concern yourself about the anti-gravity gravitational devices that the CIA have. Don't concern yourself about the NSA spying on every single, or have the access to spy on cell phones and TVs, and it's even in your purchasing agreement with Samsung. Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about if you throw an object into a building, the building is gonna tip. not have a controlled demolition. Don't worry about all that. All you need to worry about is getting our money. That's what the owners of the government, because there's owners. The government is owned. And what I mean by own is lobbied and their constituents. The people that give them the 30 million. The people that they gave Obama 30 million just to run. You know, did he have to give it back because he succeeded? What happens after that? What happens to the 30 million when you get in there? Pelosi is worth 200 million. Her salary is just 175,000 a year. How's she worth 200 million? Oh, she did the right investments. And no, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Ain't no right investments in the world. Unless you Microsoft. Ain't no a business. That's the only investment that's going to yield that type of return. That's the biggest yielding investment, is a business. Second is real estate, and third is stocks. Stocks within 30 years, you become a millionaire. Within 20 to 30 years. With compounded interest, putting 15% of your check away. With real estate, within a couple of years. Well, business is hit and miss. Your business might do terrible for 10 years. Your business, and within 5 years, could make $1 billion. Within 5. Definitely within 5 could make a few million. Within 5 years. That's a book called The Millionaire Fast Lane. The Millionaire Fast Lane is find a business, stick with it for 5 years, and you'll become an expert to the point where you'll start making money. That's the education, experience, excess cash. Education and experience equals excess cash. So you stick to something for 5 years, you're going to blow. Diligently, not just here and there. Me, I was here and there and stuff like that. So I'm on my 12th year. I'm on my 12th year. You know, but quitting is failure. Quitting is the only failure. But yeah, so I just got on here to say that Annabelle is the real life documentation, because I don't know if it's true or not. I wasn't there. They could all be on LSD. Y'all could be right. I could be wrong. But at least it's documented. It's documentation of it. It's an actual doll. It's something physical that you could with future technology assess. You can assess it. I'm not playing with a Ouija board. But Chucky is the fictional one that came out first, and now it's like, all that's fairy tale shit. That's whatever. That's fairy tale shit. Like Jay-Z, when Illuminati was talking about when Jay-Z got implemented in the musical Illuminati and stuff like that. Illuminati is the Bilderberg. They all, they're not black. But, the henchmen, the ones, the gatekeepers, the ones that, that profit over the Illuminati, control. And so, cause the whole thing is not getting Jay-Z and Illuminati. The whole thing is getting you to believe that gang banging and rapping is the only way to go if you're a black man. That was the thing. And how many black men believe that? You know what I'm saying? How many inner city youth believe that and going to jail in these privatized prisons? Okay. So the prison, the school to prison pipeline directly affects our culture, our black culture, and our black music. It directly affects that. So that whole white supremacy pays blacks to trap blacks. So So it's not about color. Actually it's not. Whites could pay blacks to portray blacks. So it's not about color. It's about good and evil. It's about good and evil. Do you want to see the world prosperous, or do you want to see the world at 500 million? What the Illuminati said with the Stonehenge, the Georgia Stonehenge, but it was Georgia Stonehenge. But the whole thing about Jay-Z saying, that's fairy tales, and y'all can believe this fairy tale shit, and you should look in the mirror, which was some valid points. You know what I'm saying? It was valid. It was hard to combat. But then Jeff, explain to me how you might be implicated on the list, on the Jeffrey Epstein list. See, year by year, there's more evidence of Illuminati existing the way they said it did than your little bitty rap. Is just year after year, more existence. I've been knowing about Illuminati since the 90s. Come on, New York. Come on, New York. Y'all knew about the Illuminati since the 90s. Stop it. Stop playing. Stop playing. But then it was the Bilderberg conferences that exist. It was the Bohemian Club and Bohemian Grove that exists. And it was Skull and Bones that exists. 3 organizations that clearly exist. So don't tell me about, oh, Illuminati don't exist. Those 3 organizations do. These are what I'm talking about. We ain't talking about Kanye. We talking about the Rothschilds. We talking about the DuPonts. We talking about the Rockefellers. We ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce. They just, Beyonce, oh, you need to be more glamorous. You need to be more independent. You need to be more of a diva, telling black women. You need to be, you don't need no, you need a gangster. You need a soldier. You need a gangster ass nigga. You don't need a man that could take care of a house at home. It's funny how black women realize I need a working man after they have kids and after when they swamp with bills. Then they realize the reality of it. And then they see all these other families, all these other, Latinos and whites, and so you see all these other families that they knew from the gate. They knew from the gate. If you're a man, you got to take care of a family, not do whatever it takes to get the bag and then floss and get you another bitch and then cheat on your baby mama and then break up and get another baby mama and then, oh my goodness. Oh yeah. But my main thing, I rant, but my main thing was to come and let you know that they did the movie Chucky because it was a real case of Annabelle. It was a real Satan worshiper that somehow, spooky, transferred her soul into a doll and became Annabelle. And that's the same way how in Chucky, the dude did that. He ran into a thing. I was like, why did he do that? Well, how did he know that would even work? Now I know. Now I know. It was based off of. So they make real thing like Men in Black. That's the Jason Scholar. There's a real thing of Men in Black. They actually got photographed one time. That's why they called the Men in Black. That's why in the X-Files it was the cigar man in the black suit. That's why, because before all that happened, before Men in Black happened, before X-Files happened, there was some dudes that walked in a place asking about a person who saw UFOs, and they was like they were trying to shut people up, and they did not look. They looked human, but not too much. They kind of look human. You know what I'm saying? They kind of look. They didn't quite fit the description. And they actually had a videotape too. So I'm not saying it's real or not. I'm just saying there's evidence. There's certain things we believe in that has no evidence. None. There's certain things religion has no physical evidence of anything. Maybe the Mecca stone, I don't know. Maybe the pyramid, I don't know. No evidence. Aliens, there is evidence. So you got evidence. Let me stop. But I'm pushing out too much information, but just give you an example of how they hide real information, how they hide real truth. They make movies, they make fun of it, they make movies of it and stuff. So I just want to get on here and document right now that I didn't know. Maybe I was